I'm back, baby. Hey, turn me up a bit. Turn me up some. Yeah. Ooh, hey. Look, they're like, ain't no way he back. I'm back. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Who that? Sharper than Tiger's teeth. Wanna ride these beats at a level they ain't never gonna match. Too quick, run it up like Dash. I'm on a mission, I gotta get that bag. And I know they said that it wouldn't be Jack. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Cause I can't stand half these cats. Grind all week and I hardly sleep. Forget cat and sheep, I wanna count these cash. Can't quit now, can't look back. Stay on a mission until I get that bag. If I say it, you best to believe it. Couldn't nobody beat this. Work putting food on the table, but I don't serve no customer pizza. Nerve hit us up for a feature. Yep, you know what it is. Pick up the pen and the pad, put tweet on the map for rap, and now we up in this. I'd rather be up on my than be. Had enough of all the time, now I see the bigger picture. I can't be bitter and bicker though. Got a plan way bigger than that, cause we never really was rich, bro. We had to spend every dollar we had. I ain't never going back. Do or die, no cap. I never slack. I be tired all the time. Bags under my eyes till I get the cash. I ain't never going back. Do or die, no cap. I never slack. I be tired all the time. Bags under my eyes till I get the cash. Thought it wasn't all that. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Who that? Sharper than Tiger's teeth. Wanna ride these beats at a level they ain't never gonna match. Too quick, run it up like Dash. I'm on a mission, I gotta get that bag. And I know they said that it wouldn't be Jack. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Cause I can't stand half these cats. Grind all week and I hardly sleep. Forget cat and sheep, I wanna count these cash. Can't quit now, can't look back. Stay on a mission until I get that bag. Facts.
Alright, I'm done with you. Take what I want, not gonna stop for no one, not one. Get lost if you try and drag me down. Yeah, brother, look at me now. GM in the ECB now. We in B&E now. Looking for the come and see now. On the ball, looking for a rebound. I'm back with a little bit more than I had before. One spit on the mic and they ask for more. Me and JK lit, but we keep it raw. Like a baker. I was never one to listen to a hater, but you can bet when the pay comes, I'ma spit that with my day ones. No doubt, no fake ones. JK run it up till the day's done. You bet, you bet, you bet. I run with a team of vets. Cook the beat with a steam and veg. Gotta make sure the whole team fed. No sleep for the week, gotta rest. You know what they said?
They're like, ain't no way he back. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Who that? Sharper than Tiger's teeth. When I ride these beats at a level they ain't never gonna match. Too quick, running up like Dash. I'm on a mission, I gotta get that bag. And I know they said that I wouldn't be Jack. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Cause I can't stand half these cats. Grind all week and I hardly sleep. Forget counting sheep, I wanna count these cash. Can't quit now, can't look back. Stay on a mission until I get that bag. Fast.
Let the games begin. A million ways to win. I'm sick of the wait and sick of the pain. I live with this weight within. That weighs me down, but nevertheless, I find a way to win. I pick up the pace and simmer the game. The shook of the pace I bring. Embrace the savior. They're thinking of ways to slay the king. Running away from ways of sin. She thinking of ways to break me in. Delivering major. Narrator. The bigger the work rate, the bigger the paper. I'm telling them your validation, boy, I validate myself. These rappers couldn't stomach me. They punch below the belt. Sitting and dreaming of palm trees, more drive than a calf. You're lukewarm, that's half heat. I'm Luke Pay.
All right, Utah's up by 1, trying to force a finals game 7. Stockton's got the ball, coach.
And we know Utah loves to go to either pick and rolls or post Karl Malone.
Kerr's on him. Malone trying to get free. Rodman on him. Oh, and Jordan steals the ball.
That's just great awareness by Michael Jordan. Came from the backside and took it right out of his hands. Coach, what do you think they're going to run here?
I doubt if Jordan's giving up this ball. It's showtime for Michael Jordan. He attacks. A little push off.
Chicago got the lead.
Let the games begin. A million ways to win. I'm sick of the wait and sick of the pain. I live with this weight within that weighs me down, but nevertheless I find a way to win. I pick up the pace and simmer the game. The shook of the pace I bring. Embrace the savior. They're thinking of ways to slay the king. Running away from ways of sin. She thinking of ways to break me in. Delivering major. Narrator. The bigger the work rate, the bigger the paper. I'm telling them the validation where I validate myself. These rappers couldn't stomach me. They punch below the belt. Sitting and dreaming of palm trees. More drive than a car. You're lukewarm, that's half heat. I'm Luke Pay, I'm Kweli, I'm Mos Def, I'm Ali. Who in the wanna spar me? This ain't a regular party. Somebody ring an alarm, please. My pole vote to the next stage. I'll be ahead of the next wave and the next wave and the next wave. Labels are playing a chess game. I'll be the king of the chess game. Telling them give me the checkmate. I'm a black man in a white world with a mad flow and a fresh fade. Couldn't see this in the X-ray. Space bars better escape. Could've lost hope, but I kept faith. No games, but I get played. Back with a new flow, Don's like, where did you go? Gotta move though through the back doors and the loopholes. Move slow, then you lose hope. Gotta think fast, never stoop low. Few scars from a few foes. Now we move smart, never too close. Head in the game, telling them give me the praise. Tables are turning, we getting it burning. It never could sever the flame. Don't want a regular wage, brother, we coming of age. Something to nothing, I promise I'm coming. I'm setting it up in a blaze. Gluttonous brothers is plotting on me. I'm in a cup with a couple of. I wouldn't bother to bother the one. Running a shot of this bob and I weave. Never forgetting that nothing is free. I've been ahead of the mum in the lead. I was a brother with nothing to see. One of the rappers who got a degree. I'm just a brother with nothing to hide. Ready to get in no matter the heights. Give you a little advice. Don't be the one that be living a lie. If you be plotting, you better be wise. Never be letting them get me alive. Brothers be trying to be killing the vibe. I will endeavor to sever the ties. Spending my hours on keeping the relevance. I was a brother with nothing but eminence. Double the pressure with nothing but elegance. I was a man who believed in development. Hard faith, had to be prevalent. Last place, never was evident. Even though I was ahead of them, I was determined to make them irrelevant. Then I come for their regiment. I'll be the king of the residence. Put me on letterman. I'm in my element. I was 11 when I was a. Give me the mic, running the king. Hungry as ever. Nothing to eat, nothing to something. I body the beat. None of you brothers got nothing on me. Stones here. Busker flow.
Big steps. Round with us. Big steps. Come on. Look like we hey. I'm big stepping. For me, look like I'm bench pressing. Big steps. Get to talking, then I'ma get to chin checking. Big stepping. For me, look like I'm bench pressing. Big steps. Get to talking, and we gon' get to chin checking. Yeah. Last year I told him, put that down. Cool, John, I got it now. We gotta be on 10, just have some fun now. But the thinking, I'm just trying to sell some verses and some. Then we protesting the truth. I'm trying to show the unity, but what's the use? And every time I spit it down, wanna hear the truth. That's why then I laugh about it. We running up 100,000, do the math about it. Reputation still valid, ask about it. And if you got a problem about it, man, you see me moving timid, that's the old me. Now I'm making business moves with the OGs. Man, these hunters still green, need some OGs. I just talked to G-Val, he told me who the. I'm big stepping. For me, look like I'm bench pressing. Get to talking, then I'ma get to chin checking. Big stepping. For me, look like I'm bench pressing. Get to talking, and we gon' get to chin checking. Yeah, I got the, but I am not a. Yeah, I'm locked in, but I am not a. Treat everybody equal, I am not above. But I'ma get the condescending if you doubt my buzz. I treat him like my blood, but he just my cuz. She keep, but I am not a. Trying to check me, we got a son. And now he got his hand out, I gave a none. Hey, low so big I couldn't fold.
The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret at the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to fire up heaves. So they won't hurt their field goal percentage. To encourage a nothing-to-lose approach on these plays, many say it's past time that the league only counts the makes in those situations. Kevin, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, TA. Well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in the point. And for the Bulls, Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. Levine and DeRozan, the lethal wing pair. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. Pass to Brown. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about Levine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
The Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Free throw good, Levine. And Levine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had.
And so Levine nails both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And Levine comes to help. Brown outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And stolen by Williams. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Nice D from DeRozan.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Puts one up from 19. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
DeMar DeRozan's jumper is off the edge. It's money. It's cash. He's a terrific offensive player.
Here's Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Richard Hammond, we've seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game. He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant, and sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him. A multi-talented swingman, Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now here's Smart. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Levine with it, picked up by Brown. Levine's shot is off. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Brown against Williams, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Drummond's checked in for Williams. Smart, wide open, he fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Levine for 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Boston is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And finished off by Brown.
Impressive ball handling from Tatum. Attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
Feeds away. That one a tad off line to the right, but drops in for him.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You don't.
To the paint. Here's Tatum. Not going to go that time. Good D by Drummond. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's a three-point game.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Now here's Smart after the miss from Andre Drummond. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Tatum, no good. The Bulls leading by 3. The 3. Vucevic with the bucket.
Earlier in his career, Vucevic didn't take any threes. Now they've become one of his staples in terms of his offensive play.
And Williams with the stuff.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season and signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
A shot, rebound by Williams. Celtics trail by 7. And there's the feed to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
And it's Drummond missing. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Smart passes to Horford. Oh, good on the triple. The Bulls leading by 5. Here's Drummond, and the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Checked in for Vucevic. Kobe White comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Dragic in for Ball. And a new group in for the Celtics. Grant Williams is checked in for Williams. Alinari comes in for Tatum. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. Inside, Horford. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him. And Brogdon traded over the summer to the Celtics. I'm interested to see how he'll fit with the rest of the Celtics guards. They certainly have a deep rotation now and a lot of flexibility.
Williams passes to Gallinari. Horford no luck. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Rebound, Boston. Gallinari surveying the D. Out to the right wing. Here's Pritchard. And the three off target. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. White gets to the corner and buries it.
And White understands his role on this team. They look to him to drain that jumper.
And stolen by Drummond. And it goes down 2 points. Drummond's got 5 now.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
An athletic drive by Brogdon, charging in fast there before the defense has a chance to react.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Bulls lead by 8. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls. Chicago leading by 8. Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. Dragic is out there with Dosumer. And it's Green in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And the pass to White. The layup off target. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, never be okay with losing. Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. One of your trademarks, Richard, was athleticism. From the days we first saw you at Arizona, and we're seeing teams really place, right now, a premium in today's NBA on that athleticism factor.
Yes, when you talk about positionless basketball, then you typically go to the guys that can do it all, and those are the wing players. They can guard smalls, they can guard bigs, they can do a little bit of everything, and that's why teams are looking for them. When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
And the Bulls, another 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Tatum's shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
No good from Dragic.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Passes it to Brogdon. Back to White. There's the triple. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. White's got 6 here in this quarter.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Dragic gets the bucket.
And with his ability to get to the hoop, Dragic will get that shot off all day.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Tatum no good. Chicago leading by 15. And this Celtics squad looking like the Celtics of old.
Yeah, always a tough squad when I was playing, and it's looking like that again. You got a great mix of young players and veterans, and don't be surprised if Boston is back on top very soon.
Very soon. Right the pass to Brogdon. Off target with his 3. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Here's Dragic from outside. Doesn't go. Only his 3rd miss in 9 tries. Tatum passes to Williams. And the layup's good off the glass.
Look, it's an involved evolving portion of Tatum's game, which is scary that he's still evolving, but it's becoming a staple.
So timeout called here, the first for Chicago. Up going with the new group. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Grant Williams. Horford comes in for Gallinari. Brown, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for White. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Here's Drummond. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 7 points for Drummond.
Sweet little jumper from Drummond. He's so competitive on the floor, looking for every chance to score. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's White, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. And the Bulls lead by 17. You know, Richard, at this point in his career, we expect Andre Drummond to average a double-double every season.
Yeah, well, and let's just say most years he doesn't disappoint. He's going to go down as one of the greatest rebounders in NBA history. He's physical and determined in the paint.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Wasted no time on that. White's got 7.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
Brown wide open, he fires. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Drummond. It's good from long range. 10 points for him.
And how's that for a move? That killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Now Smart. Seconds left to play here in the half. Tatum no good. Chicago leading by 20. Here's Caruso. And the Bulls another 3. Tatum with it. 7 points in the game. in the corner. Smart with it. And so it's Chicago riding high with a 23-point lead heading. Into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Warren, it looks like you guys are giving them a lot of different looks offensively. Is that the key to the lead?
Yeah, if every player on the court is dangerous for basket, then it's much easier for us, And for defense, it's tough.
Thanks, Warren. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Goran Dragic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the 1 spot.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Smart misses.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Now, here's Tatum. 9 points in the game so far. Payne with the rebound. The wide open look here for DeRozan. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. DeRozan's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Bulls. Outside Tatum. A 3. DeRozan with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Third quarter of basketball, we're about a minute and a half in.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Williams. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Ball kicks to Williams from beyond the arc and then some. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Horford. Looking to end the run. The shot missing. And the Bulls going the other way now. From deep. And Tatum pulls it down.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good thing.
You spent 2 seasons Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry. My mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it. But for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish. Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
He tries it from 19, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Vucevic has got 7 points in the game.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Brown sets a screen for Tatum. And it's Brown missing. And it's Williams with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
They get it again.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Ball with the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, go on a big run, get some breathing space. It has to be a great play on each end.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago.
At the line for one.
And the technical free throw is good. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Green comes in for Patrick Williams. Osumu, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Alex Caruso in for Lonzo Ball. And a new group in for the Celtics. Grant Williams is checked in for Williams. Gallinari comes in for Al Horford. Brogdon, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart.
Showing off those playmaking skills. Levine keeps his head up, makes the easy play.
And Brogdon, here we go. Rebound by the Bulls. Drummond's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. 20 feet out. Rebound Boston. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Tatum on the wing. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Tatum's got 13 points.
Strong from three-point land. And Tatum is about a 40% shooter from deep. That's impressive.
Celtics substitution, Derek White.
The Celtics shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. That one goes. Count it.
Not just a shooter. Brogdon can mix it up inside. Very determined.
2 on the clock. And there's the nice layup by White. 8 points for him.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
And so it's Chicago with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Bradley. White is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Green, and it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Takes a 3, and it's Bradley with the rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
The offensive rebound, Drummond, 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Now here's White, and there's the defensive 3-second call. You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Chicago. Williams, a screen on Dragic. Dragic 6.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's White. Nailed from three-point land.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
And it's White missing.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
And that one drops.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
There's Dragic with the 3. Here's Drummond from down in the low post. It goes. Drummond's got 4 this quarter.
And this is who Drummond can be, an offensive anchor who can dominate once he gets cooking. And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
Over to the left wing. Beyond the arc.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
From deep three-point range, no good from Dragic. Jacks up a 3. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's White missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Over in the corner, White. No good on the 3. For Chicago, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. White, good.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Now here's White. No, but here Williams. And another miss by Boston. 18 feet out. White, good. White's got 20 points.
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
And it's White missing.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
And unpredictability, really one of White's strongest traits, including when pulling up on a dime. Nice.
Here's White. Boston again missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Count the basket. He's got 19.
And he is just a mountain of a man at about 280 pounds. It takes a lot to get Drummond off his shot. Certainly a lot more than that.
Cornette, Gallinari wide open, and just miss after miss right now.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Chicago.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Andre Drummond.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
Lets it go with a three. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
"24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pritchard passes to Williams. And slammed in by Williams.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops. And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
We're focusing in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, so we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Andre Drummond.